in today's video, I want to talk about something a little different, something I would probably not talk about normally, but I'm taking the time to talk about it now. It has almost been 1 week since the channel, Unus Annus, was deleted. And the reason why I want to talk about it is to pretty much reflect my own thoughts about it, how I felt during the channel's existence, just what I thought of the channel overall, and pretty much to give thanks to both Mark and Ethan and Amy and Evan and all the editors. They really did a fantastic job. The reason why I want to make this video is because it's been kind of not eating at my mind for the entire week, but it's kind of a surreal experience to go through, and it's really weird to think about because it's just a YouTube channel, but the YouTube channel had a purpose. It was to die. And I know what some of you might be thinking. If you're watching this video and going like, oh, you're just making this to clickbait, well, I would be lying if I said I wasn't, but hey, at least I'm being honest. So the thing I wanted to talk about was how, and I watched the entire live stream on November 13th, which was the death of Unus Annus. It was the last day. It was called goodbye. The video was called goodbye. It was a 12-hour live stream. I've never been in a live stream that long before. I stayed through it for the entire thing. I even left work early. I left my job early. That way I wouldn't miss it. I went there, I sat down, and I watched through it all. And it was a great stream. We got to see the editors in person, such as Lixian and Dice Roll. They were fantastic editors. But another thing was that like we got to see them talk about the videos, and then they would write about something that the channel was dead before it ended. When they made that video about the truth, that was them saying goodbye. And it's weird because I didn't realize it until the stream that yeah, everything's starting to catch up. Like as that clock on the stream was going down, it was hitting fast, and even they were like, oh my god, the clock is going down way too fast. It was the fastest 12 hours I've ever seen. And I think part of that was just because, you know, we're all awaiting the big moment, the end, which it's still weird to think about. Unus Annus was a great thing in 2020. I really enjoyed it. Never have I laughed every single day because of that. My roommate Tyler even said, I was laughing, like, I laughed the most because of Unus Annus. They were a great, like, mood. They lifted the mood. And it was always cool to come home from work exhausted and just pop on the video. Because the videos would upload right when I got off of work. Watched it, have a good laugh. That was it. And then, you know, I went on with my day. It was a great, not motivator. Unus Annus as a channel, though, is a great motivator. And I'm going to get to that part, too. But it made my day. It made my day. What were they going to go up to next? What kind of antics were there? And it was great. But during the live stream, it was really weird because as we were reaching the final, like, 30 seconds, it was getting emotional, like, at the end when there was, like, going in the coffin and stuff. But it was, like, it was surreal because 1.5 million people were watching. That's fucking amazing. Never seen that many people in the live stream before. It's not the record, though, I heard. But then, like, as soon as the stream ended, the stream restarts. Because YouTube does that thing where if the stream ends, I guess, it'll play the recap. But it was kind of... But then the stream disappeared. Then the recap stream disappeared, and then everything was gone. And it is... For some reason, it hits me. Right here, in the heart. And it's kind of weird to, like, explain. Because it's like Tyler said it. It's like when you're done watching a good show and it ends, you're like, man, which I've done. When the show ended, I was like stuck in it forever. I'd be like, man, how did it end? How am I like gonna live without it now? And I'm obviously gonna be fine after Unus Annus. Everybody's gonna be fine after Unus Annus. We're gonna be a little sad. A lot of people are still upset. But it's like, why does a YouTube channel like that hit so hard? And I think it's because a lot of people were expecting them to bluff, like, oh, there's gonna be a new timer, and they're gonna do Unus Annus 2, and it's like, no, I was actually one of the ones that were like, yeah, no, I know this channel's gonna die. It's like I knew they weren't bluffing. The channel was gonna die, end of story, and I wasn't expecting anything. It's just it's the damn, they actually did it kind of aspect. I don't know why, but it was for the entire time of Unus Annus, I knew it was getting deleted, but then when it finally deleted, I was like, oh, Like, I knew it was coming, but it still hurts. And I think the reason why we had an emotional impact is because we cared about it. We loved seeing it. We loved seeing it. And, like, it is a show. It was a show that everybody enjoyed, and it then just disappeared. It's just weird because we all knew it was coming. But something that the whole theme of death, it is probably the best theme they could have gone off of, because, in my opinion, death is the best motivator. There's a lot of things I want to do before I die. There's probably a lot of things that you want to do before you die. So you just don't want to die, and that's the thing. It's gonna happen anyway, but you want to get this stuff done first. It's the longest bucket. Your life is just one giant bucket list, and I think Unus Annus was a good example of what. Not example, but that was a bucket list. There's so many things that they did on that channel, and there's so many things that we can do. Unus Annus has motivated me in more ways than I think it should have, or more ways than I'm surprised it did. Again, it was just a silly little YouTube channel that had it was just do whatever. But the fact that there was a very small, like, moral to the story, like, it kind of made me realize, like, there is we have a time limit, and I don't want to not do anything when that time limit is done. When we finally die, it's like, I don't want to not do anything. So, like, I really, at the end of the Unus Annus stream, I was like, man, I'm pumped. I want to make Unus Annus. Not Unus Annus in general, but, like, the same thing. Do it because you can kind of thing. Like, and of course, there's some limitations. Like, I'm not, like, rich. But I still want to do with what I can, which is what I kind of think I do, even with the videos being just kind of, like, in limbo. I always have this weird, like, limbo phase of my schedule. I really want to improve on it, though. I really love doing, like, YouTube. Even though it gets me nowhere, it hopefully brings entertainment to you guys, and I just love, like, creating things. Even if it's nobody's watching it, I love creating things. But back to Unus Annus, I really want to just thank Mark, Ethan, Amy, Evan, all the editors, all the guests were cool. That was really cool that they were trying to help them out too. Like the basement, I think it's called, the little escape room place in LA. That was really cool. But it was just, it's really weird. Like, it's really mind-boggling that it just instantly just vanished, because it's like, that's a lot of hard work. They wasted an entire year, and they did it for us, so I am thankful for that. And I don't think they'll see this. They're probably like, Unus Annus is over, we're good now. But that doesn't matter, because I want to create things, so I'm creating this video to say thank you, Unus Annus. It's gonna be weird to, like, it was kind of like a ritual I had, which they don't want to be considered a cult, but I'm gonna call it a ritual anyway. My 3 PMs have gone to nothing now because Unus Annus is over. But I really thank them, because they are a kick-ass motivator for me to finally start doing things. So hopefully you guys stick around for my channel, if you happen to find this, using that sweet Unus Annus clickbait for views right here. But if you guys find this channel interesting, let me know down in the comments. I'm going to create so many good things in the future. I just have to, one, finish moving. As you can see, I'm clearing everything out. My shelves are empty. And then two, utilize my time better. I got to stop goofing off. It's, time is of the essence. Or some saying like that. Time is limited. We're all going to die. But before we do, I hope you guys do some really cool things with your life, because a life, because you deserve it. You deserve to do what your heart desires, as long as it does not hurt anyone. So, remember, the clock's always ticking, but we'll see you tomorrow. Memento Mori. It's the dance of Italy. Whoa, whoa, whoa.